Greetings people, my name is Saturn and welcome to Saturn's car reviews, where I review cars from fictional or realistic brands and games that have them. This is the pilot episode, as you all know, so I will talk you through how I rate these cars overall. There are 5 categories the cars must adhere to. Those are looks, drivability, power, sound, and top speed. And these cars, well, I don't know how to put them, honestly. They're all just stuff I just pick off the table. So, there are several scoring systems overall for this. 0 bolts out of 10 is a card that I would not recommend. 5 out of 10 is 50-50. You can get it, but you don't have to at the same time. It's your choice. But 10 out of 10 or 9 or 8 is a must-have. And today, we're going to start off with a car that could possibly well be a good benchmark for scoring here. So, without further ado, let's review the Koenigsegg Gemera, first released in the Crew 2 in Hypercar class. Let's get into it with the looks. Okay, out of the gate, this thing looks very good. It has that Koenigsegg-esque look to it, with a hint of, what? Infinity or something or whatever? I don't know how to pronounce it. But this car is a very good looking one indeed. The back end gives me Porsche Cayman vibes, and I'm not really a Porsche fan, but I do like the Cayman in 911, so that's a pass for me. And I do apologize if this delivery is a bit weird, but I'm someone with interesting tastes and all. But overall, the Gemera is a very good looking car. So, the overall scoring system for the looks is a nice, solid 9 out of 10, I must say, because there's only one flaw with it. It's a bit tall for a hypercar, but then again, I'm pretty sure that's what you expect when you're making a 4-seater family hypercar GT thing or whatever. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt for that. Now on to the drivability. Let's roll the first clip. Category 2, drivability. This judges how the car drives. If it drives well, it gets a pass. If it doesn't drive well, F in the chat, please. So out of the gate, the Gemera feels kind of boaty in somewhat due to its heavy weight. It weighs around 4,000 pounds, which is interesting considering that it has an electric powertrain alongside its little engine, which I will get into shortly. However, because the Crew 2 is an arcade racer, I will give it a pass because it does have very impressive handling for its weight. And that's saying something considering this is basically a Regera Mark II, where there's only one gear for you to use, and you also just get reverse, but there's only one gear you can use in this thing. So yeah, this car overall gets a solid 7 to 8 out of 10, or 7.5 out of 10 in terms of drivability. It's boaty, but if you put it in skilled hands, they can really make use of the very impressive handling. Now, on to power. And I know what you're thinking. Is this thing full of it? It's foaming at the mouth with it. You have a free-valve, 2-litre twin-turbo 3-cylinder engine, making around 600 horsepower. Now, 3 cylinders doesn't sound all that great, but Koenigsegg have made theirs work. This one in particular is called the Tiny Friendly Giant, and I can see why they got the name for it, because this thing produces giant numbers of power from such a tiny displacement. Like, 600 horsepower from 3 cylinders and 2 litres of displacement. Yeah, there's 2 turbos, but even then, that's gonna put Mercedes' A45S to shame even on a drag strip. Very good job, Koenigsegg. I never knew the Swedes were very good at extracting power out of a small engine these days. But then you also have the electric powertrain, which gives you an extra 1100 horsepower, or 1000, giving you a total of 1700 brake horsepower. So in terms of the power department, it gets a massive fat 10 out of 10. 1700 horsepower in a 3-cylinder hybrid GT hypercar is goddamn impressive. And now you're probably asking yourself, how does the car sound? Well, I'm going to split this clip and I'll add in a new clip involving that sound right now. So give me a sec. Holy sh... This thing sounds beastly for a 3-cylinder. It gives me 2JZ vibes, but also reminds me of the A90 Super 6-cylinder engine. This thing does have a very, very nice sound for its displacement and, well, amount of cylinders, so the sound gets a very respectable 10 out of 10 also, because in my opinion, this is one of the best sounding 3-cylinders I've ever heard in any game. So congratulations, Ivory Tower and Koenigsegg. You've built an engine that not only gives you so much power, but also sounds very spicy. On to top speed, and I also have a clip for that. It's pretty damn crazy. Normally in real life the Gemera would reach 249 miles an hour on the combined cycle, but because this is the Crew 2, and because there's an ability for you to extend your nitrous past what it usually is, I was able to test out the car's true top speed with nitrous. Here's what I managed to achieve. ...308 miles an hour! That's almost 500 kilometers an hour in a car with only one gear, 3 cylinders and 2 turbochargers. So yeah, this car's definitely got some go. So, let me break this down to you. The Gemera gets a 9 out of 10 in looks, a 7.5 out of 10 in drivability, and 10 out of 10 in power and sound. And in top speed, that's also a 10 out of 10. So this car gets a near perfect score of 9.5 out of 10. So close, but it's just the drivability that's letting you down, my friend. So, that is my review on the Koenigsegg Gemera. A must-have for the Crew 2 player if you're into hypercar racing. It's fast, handles well, and will give you a sound to bless your ears with. Make sure you have high-quality earphones with good bass, because it is worth it. Thank God I have this Razer headset. On that bombshell, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for more of this review series. Ha ha ha!